It's been almost 1 week since the release of Madam Web, and people are already calling it the worst Marvel movie of all time. And I'm here to tell you that I agree. But instead of giving you my review on just Madam Web, I thought why not give you a whole Marvel tier list. That, for me, would be the best way to express all my reviews on every Marvel movie and every Marvel project there has been. So, with that being said, we're going to get straight into this video. Now, to start off the tier list, we're going to do the obvious, and what needs to be done is putting this garbage movie in the D tier list. I cannot express how bored I was watching this movie. It is a great disgrace to the four main actors of this movie. We've all seen them in different projects and do a phenomenal job in whatever it was. But in this movie, the writers did a horrible job. Now, you could blame that on the break that they took with the writer's strike, but if you're gonna take a strike, you should come back and still do your job, if that's the case. But the writers just did a horrible job in general, whatever the reason may be. It's like the script was written for a Disney Channel show or a Disney Channel movie. It's like the most cringiest movie I have had to watch from Marvel in a long time, right next to that scene in Thor: Love and Thunder. There are some good parts of Madam Web, but I feel like it was lacking a lot in action. They showed us how they got their powers, they showed us why they have their powers, right? Then they don't show us using their powers more than like 5 times. It's barely even in the movie. I feel like the movie is more about Dakota Johnson's character rather than all 4 of theirs. But it should be all 4 of theirs, at least. That's my opinion, of course. But it is in the D tier list. Simple as that. Now, moving on. I have not yet seen Echo yet, but I know it's gonna be good. So we're gonna just put this in the middle tier list just as a base. Or I'll put it at C. We'll say C is the middle of B and C is like average, right? Or we'll say B is average. B is average. So we'll put that as just haven't watched it or expecting it to be good. Now that I see this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and go to She-Hulk. She-Hulk was bad. She-Hulk was very bad. I was actually on the side of She-Hulk being good. I thought it was really good. But then I rewatched it and figured out why I was lying to myself. It was not a good show. The CGI, I feel like, was good enough, but for what we've seen, for what we've seen Marvel do with CGI, it just seemed very bad the way She-Hulk looked. Now, it still had a good plot, and I think it was all right. I didn't really like the episode with the wedding thing. I feel like it was really thrown in there, and that other lady's character, I don't know who. It's been a long time since I watched it, so going off. But the girl she was fighting during the whole thing, I feel like that girl's character was completely pointless. But enough said on She-Hulk. The only thing good out of that was, So that this video isn't super long, I'm gonna run off and give my S tier list and like A tier list. So let's go. Infinity War, S tier, amazing movie. Endgame, I put it in S tier as well. Both brother and sister movies, amazing job. We'll put Civil War and Winter Soldier up here as well. I honestly love both of those movies, they're really good. Put Guardians of the Galaxy 1 in S tier as well. Beautiful movie. I like the first one better, and second and third one I feel like are in the A tier. So let's grab those two, wherever they are. Where is the third one? There you are. Put that in the A tier. They're also really good movies, but I prefer the first one a lot more. Now I see this one here. Shang-Chi was a very good, surprising movie. It did very good. And I thought the story was well written. The CGI was amazing. The actors did an amazing job. So overall, A tier. Iron Man 1, I'm gonna put an A tier as well. The pinnacle, literally just speechless, right? The start of Marvel, the creator, what pushed forward all these movies, amazing. Iron Man, what is that, the second one or the third? I think that is the second one. I'm gonna put Iron Man 2 in the B tier. It was good. I love all the Iron Man movies. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but Iron Man 2 and 3, I feel like we're B tier. Good movies, close to A, but didn't really like hit as much as the first movie or its counterpart, Captain America second and third movies. Now, of course, we had a bigger role in Civil War with Captain America 3 and the Winter Soldier, but I feel like it was just lacking in Iron Man 2 and 3. I feel like there just wasn't really enough. But I do love those movies, and I might be debating to put Iron Man 3 at A tier list. It's close, very close. Moving on to Captain America First Avenger, I'm also gonna put that in the B tier list. I feel like it's in the same, it's right above Iron Man 2 and 3, or like by like Iron Man 2 and 3 are like 7.8, 7.9. Captain America is like 7.91. It's like right there. It can even go under Iron Man 3, right between Iron Man 2 and 3, right there, right in the middle, and I would be fine with that. That's me. Black Panther for me is A tier. And you know what? It's S tier. For me, it's S tier. I love that movie. I thought they did really good. I know the CGI was horrible during the whole train thing, but they fixed it in the end. And yes, it was bad on the first try, and we needed some bad reviews to get them to fix it. But overall, it was just a great movie. Killmonger was amazing. R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. He did an amazing job with his character. I still miss him in these movies till this day. Lupita Nyong'o did good. Everybody in this movie was amazing. I love all the characters in that movie. Thor 1. Right? Thor Dark World. Thor Ragnarok. For me, is S tier. Thor Ragnarok was an amazing movie. Thor 1 and 2, we don't talk about that. Thor Ragnarok was a great movie. Kate Blanchett did amazing as Hela. Hela looked really badass. Surtur, bringing in that character was awesome. Loki and Thor, of course, still have their connection in this. Valkyrie and Korg were great characters to add on. Amazing. And now that we're here, Loki season 1 and 2, I'm going to put in the A tier list. I thought it was really good. And we are now seeing the strongest version of Loki I think there ever is. Loki, God of Stories, I'm pretty sure. If that's what it is, it's amazing. I love that show. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Let's go to the Hulk. I will put the Hulk, I'm going to say B tier. Really solid movie. I feel like it was missing a lot of plot details and little things that can push the movie even forward, but it's still a great movie. Captain Marvel, I'm not gonna lie, I enjoy watching Thor Dark World more than I do watching Captain Marvel. Just gonna say that. Avengers Age of Ultron. I think Age of Ultron is very underrated. I love Avengers Age of Ultron, to be honest. And I would put it in S tier, but I don't think it is better than it is better than the S tier, or I mean the A tier movies, some of them. But I just can't put it in S tier because there are a lot of plot holes and a lot of dumb decisions that I think shouldn't have been made. But just ending on that, Avengers Age of Ultron A tier. Now, if I can find, yep, there it is, the original Avengers. I'm putting it in S tier. This movie is really what got the entire. This movie is what really struck Marvel Studios as like an up and comer during the time. Because now they're as big as we see them, right? They're under Disney Plus. I mean, they're under Disney and whatever. But back then, it was like they're still coming up, and this movie really put them forward. This is like, I think, their first $1 billion movie. I'm not sure, but this really put forth their future. Now, I see Ant-Man. Ant-Man 1 is pretty solid. I'll give him that. I feel like it's lacking in the villain, and I think that's pretty much it. It was pretty much just lacking in the villain. Solid movie, funny movie, great. I would put it at the beginning of this tier list, very close to the A tier list. Ant-Man and the Wasp. I didn't enjoy that movie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. In my opinion, it is damn near as good as the movies in the B tier list, but I just can't give it that B tier list because of the villain is lacking. I give him props to giving Ant-Man its own villain, but I feel like Ant-Man could take on a larger villain and a much larger role like he did in Endgame. That's what I'm saying. Doctor Strange. I'm gonna put Doctor Strange in the A tier list. I really enjoyed the movie. The visuals were amazing. CGI was great. Benedict Cumberbatch did amazing as Doctor Strange. Still is. The introduction of the Time Stone, or like a full movie of it, the Time Stone, was amazing to see. And then him learning the whole thing, him having a tremendous story, Rachel McAdams, all good on that side. And I see a bunch of Spider-Man movies, so we're gonna do all that. We're gonna start with Spider-Man. I think where's the 1 at? Where's Spider-Man 1 at? Oh, there it is. Spider-Man 1, A. Spider-Man 2, B. Spider-Man 3, B. And I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Spider-Man 3 is good. And actually, I'm gonna put this in the A tier as well. Maybe in the S tier. I'm gonna put Spider-Man 2 in the S tier. Amazing Spider-Man, A. Amazing Spider-Man 2, A. Spider-Man Homecoming, I'm not sure, honestly. Far From Home is definitely B. I'm gonna put yeah, let's I'll do it like that. I'll keep it like that. Yeah, because we all know why we love the third Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. It's because all three of them are in there. It's great. And we just gotta ignore whatever the fuck happened in the movie because we love the ending so much. So there. WandaVision, I didn't enjoy it as much as everybody else, but it's still a great show. B. Black Widow, B. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, B. What If? What If for me is an A. To be honest, I love it. Yes, it is cartoons, but they do a great job with it, and I love that the story can just be open-ended to literally anything. So it's impossible to really mess it up. So I think they're doing a great job with it. Tier A. Hawkeye tier B. Pretty solid show. Moon Knight. I'm going to put that in the A. Moon Knight was really enjoyable. I loved everything about it, to be honest. The visuals were amazing. I love how he can transform in between characters. Or not really transform. Kind of move in between characters, and it did a really good job. Venom 1. I am going to put in the A tier. Solid movie. Eddie Brock, super cool. I love the cashier lady. Venom 2, B. Thor, Love and Thunder, C. Daredevil, A. Really close to S. I haven't watched it more than twice, but I still am finding stuff to this day of what I missed. But Daredevil is like an inch away from S tier. It's need a little bit more for me, but Daredevil is up there. Punisher, I put in B. Luke Cage and Iron Fist, I'm gonna put in the C tier. I didn't really enjoy that. Same thing with Jessica Jones. I'm Groot, also C tier. Nothing really happening. The Legends, just doesn't really affect anything, so I'll put it there. What If Season 2? Oh, there's other seasons. All right. Well, I'll put both of them in there because I feel like you can nitpick at what you want in those episodes. I do like Season 1 better, though. I'll give you that. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, I'll put that in the C. Nothing really happened. Black Panther Wakanda Forever, I'm going to put that in the B. Unfortunately, we couldn't get what we probably could have had, but we're just going to end it at that. Eternals. Eternals is a C tier movie. I really enjoyed Eternals when it first came out, but then after giving it a second watch, I'm really like, what is happening? And why hasn't it come up in the movies after that, or the shows after that. It has yet to be discussed about since it came out. And they got these huge actors, played the characters all very good. But I just felt like the Eternals needed to stay a team. I feel like they could have been an amazing team to have on our side to fight whoever the next villain may be. And they did a terrible job with what we got. But moving on, Defenders, put that in C tier list as well. Miss Marvel, C tier list. I enjoyed it. I love all the Indian stuff in there and all the Muslim stuff, but it isn't really much going on. So C tier list. Loki season. Oh, okay. Well, this is another Loki one. Put it in the same with season 1 and 2. Both really good. Deadpool 1, I will put it B. Or actually, I'll put Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2 at B. Close to A. Really close to A. But I don't really enjoy Ryan Reynolds as much as everybody else. I feel like he's the same character in every movie. Now, that's not saying it's a bad character. It's just not that enjoyable of a character because you see him doing the same thing every movie. Still great movies though. Deadpool 1 is close to A. I like Deadpool 1 a lot, but I just can't put it in the A tier list. But I do have Venom up there. I'll put it in the A tier list. Deadpool 1 is in the A tier list for sure. Secret Invasion was alright. Yeah, C tier list. This is Werewolf. I haven't watched it, but it's not significant, so I'll put it in the C. I Am Groot season 2. Yeah. Kraven the Hunter. Just off the trailer, it looks like an A tier movie. So I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna expect it to be A tier list when it comes out because that looks amazing. Very good story. Doctor Strange. C tier list. Ant-Man and Quantumania. C tier list. Morbius. D tier list. And The Marvels. Now, this is probably the one you guys are most anticipating to hear about. My opinion on The Marvels is this. It's near the same as Madam Web. Full lead, female cast, great choice of cast. 3 pretty good actors, or 2 pretty good actors, and 1 who's slowly becoming a good actor. All 3 of them are great in the Marvels. All 4 of them are great in Madam Web. But I blame the writers of the story and a little bit of the directing. Both of these movies are lacking a strong villain for what power these women hold. Captain Marvel is supposed to be the most powerful Avenger, and those 2 are supposed to have her power, sort of, and they do. And I just think they needed a stronger villain to fight, someone more significant at least. Like the story was there a little bit, but I don't think it was a strong enough story to hold against someone as powerful as Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel came in through Endgame, blasting down Thanos' ship and just obliterated it in one move, one or 2 moves, literally gone. And in this movie, I don't know if she's in some kind of inner turmoil that they're trying to say she's in, but she doesn't look as powerful as she should be. And I think she should be really fucking powerful. And it's disappointing that they don't show a lot of it, or at least give us, something, some little detail that she's still the strong person that we saw, still the strongest, Avenger, damn near. In my opinion, she's not the strongest Avenger, but she's top 3, right? Nothing in the movie showed me that this is still the Captain Marvel that we saw in Endgame. Now, all 3 of the actors did a great job with what they were given. Iman Vellani, shout out to her. She's holding it down for all the Indians out there, all the Muslims, and everybody else. She did great. The other actor also did great. I think she did a really good job with her character. She seemed very intact with her lines and everything. She didn't seem separated. like we saw in Madam Web. And yeah, I think overall both of those movies just had bad writers. Nothing against the actors, to be honest, but I will say this: Dakota Johnson in Madam Web felt very attached from her character. I feel like maybe it's just her voice, but it was just so hard watching her and just like be very like stiff with the character, where I feel like Sydney Sweeney and Isabella Merced and I forgot the other girl's name, but all three of them were very like fluid, and even though they were given weird and cringy lines, they still delivered with what they needed to deliver at. Now I am nitpicking Dakota Johnson's lines here, but I think she could have just did a better job on her part. Now she's given a bad script, so nothing much you can do with that, right? You're not really in charge of what's being written. So the Marvels are going to end up at the D tier list as well. And this, let me zoom out real quick. This is my complete tier list with minimal thinking. This is just off the bat. If you guys want a more in-depth tier list, I will give it to you. But I'm trying to keep this video under 30 minutes so you guys enjoy watching it. It's quick, it's fast, but if you want to hear more about my movie opinions, let me know down below. I will gladly give them to you. I'm a huge Marvel fan. I've watched literally all like 90% of these projects, so let me know down below. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Let me know what you guys think of my tier list. Give it a grade out of 10. I'm sure you guys probably don't like it, but hey, I'll respect your opinion if you respect mine. So give me your opinion down below. What's your favorite Marvel movie? Comment that down below. Favorite Marvel TV show, movie, character. Who's the strongest Avenger? Let me know. I think it's still Thor. Wanda is a close second. Very, very close second. But I'm a huge Thor fan, so I'm gonna get him up there. But I know it is very close. And hold up. Now that I think about it, now that Loki season 2 is out, I might have to say Loki. Loki is the strongest Avenger currently. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Loki, God of Stories, is the strongest Avenger. I'm gonna say that. You guys can argue it in the comments. But if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys check out our other videos on the channel. We got reaction videos, gaming channel videos, and everything. So let me know down below what you guys think of the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Ring that bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.